such an asshole.
We have a request from a lady, which is not plagiarizing Bill Burr. Bill Burr is spoofing Jerry Lewis when he says, "Oh, lady." If y'all had watched shows that, were older than 20 years old, it was Jerry Lewis. So we got a request from a lady. And I'll be honest, lady, I have no, I don't. I did a little bit of research and I'm going to try and take the best stab at this that I can. Hey, Cappy, I'm not a car lady. Please make a video explaining why Hellcats in particular seem to attract poor and dangerously stupid people. I just saw a video of a car salesman who was verbally threatened by a customer for doing his job. The salesman tried to get him in a similar car he could pay for outright with the down payment he borrowed from his local credit union. it's credit unions are like the bottom of the barrel, man. They're the bottom of the barrel. Instead of the 2018 Dodge Charger SXT for $20,000 with 84,000 miles, the customer insisted on the 2023 Black Ghost Hellcat for $140,000. This man was willing to barter the watch on his wrist for it. The customer had a 440 credit score, by the way. Of course. I'll tell you this. In times past, you wonder how the housing bubble occurred. I worked for community banks and credit unions that would have well, now let's not be hasty. Let's not be hasty. We're here to help the little people. You damn well could have gotten some of these small hokum community banks to make a loan on that. I've actually seen worse. I've seen worse loans. Not a $140,000 car, but I've seen even worse fundamentals. And I said to the lady, "Oh, lady Hoyle, you got a link to the video for watching that I could to make a comment that made me educated." And she sent me the 2 TikTok links, and it's from a website called Moving Merch. And that's 10 minutes of my life I'm never getting back. So if you haven't watched the video, which I'm not going to recommend you do, it's 2 videos, 5 minutes apiece. And the reason he had to do 2 videos is because the guy he is talking to is just so dumb and slow. And that's the first thing that came to my mind is like, oh my God, get to the fucking point. Let's go. Seconds add up to minutes, minutes add up to hours, hours add up to days, days add up to years. Everyone makes fun of me for being impatient. Like, holy shit. I couldn't do this guy's job. I couldn't deal with all the douche canoes of the sub 500 credit score world. Just, hey, what's going on, man? I'm like, oh my God, get to the point. But in defense of the guy talking really slow, so I don't know where I land on this. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me explain the video. So it's just this guy at a car financing company, some auto financing thing. Like, yeah, he's making sales calls and he's recording them. All right. And this guy just takes forever to get to the point. And this guy's like, credit score application, let's go. Down payment. And the guy got no money for a down payment. And then just 10 minutes. I guess later on, I didn't make it through the whole thing. The guy starts threatening him because the guy's trying to get him in a more sensible car. My immediate second thought, that was a photo finish almost for first place, was why is this guy, it's called Moving Merch. I'm not outright calling the guy a lie. I just have some questions. Why are you filming sales calls? Like, is your boss okay with this? You filming sales calls? It's in a lot of these videos where, oh my God, do you see this crazy thing that's happening? I'm like, that thing didn't happen. Why did they conveniently have a camera ready to go? The guy catches his woman cheating. Like, really? It's fake. And that's what I'm wondering is, on one hand, the guy talking did remind me of my banking days of dumb, slow people asking for money that they couldn't afford. That seemed congruent. But why are you filming this? So maybe you got a really good actor on the line and, we're doing it just to get really, I gotta call veracity into this. Why, if your job is to sell cars, why are you filming it? Unless the car company this guy works for knows it and they're making money on the side through a famous TikTok channel or something, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not judging you. Make money however you got to make money. But it just seemed weird to me. Why did you decide to film these? So I don't know if this is really happening or not. Maybe the guy got his boss's permission, like, hell yeah, let's do this. Make it a TV reality show. We'll just get more people to come to our company. All right, cool. Then it is. But I was just right off the bat, why is this being filmed? So let's assume this is real. This is not fake. Um, I do not envy this guy's position. He tried to do the right thing, get him into a much more sensible car. And the guy who's calling in, I guess he's trying to get the Hellcat for his nephew, but the uncle, the guy presumably buying it, has absolutely horrible credit and wants a $140,000 car. And then the lady asks, why are there, it seems, Hellcats? And I've heard of it. Why did they attract, what was it, losers and thugs or dangerous people or um, attract poor and dangerously stupid people? So I had to look up what a Hellcat was. I knew it was a Chrysler. And all it is, as far as I could tell, is just a souped up Charger. That's it. That's all it is. I'm sorry, Challenger. Challenger. I wouldn't be able to identify a regular Challenger from a Hellcat. Wouldn't be able to just, they look like a Challenger to me. So I did some research and looking into, like, well, okay, who buys the Hellcats? Who are these people? And it's predominantly young men. And to answer the lady's question, young men are horny and stupid. And Chrysler just did a hell of a job convincing young, horny, stupid men that they need to cripple their finances for the rest of their lives getting this car. It's the things that have normally attracted men to car. It's fast. It looks good. It sounds good. They think they're going to get laid. More modernly, though, and here's where we kind of go into the different subcategories of stupid young men. I guess from my research, this seems to be the pinnacle car for, let's say, men under 30. All right. Back in the day, it might have been a Corvette for boomers. In my day, trying to think, what was the car in our day? It wasn't really a Corvette. I don't know. But this is the car for the zillennial Zoomer generation of boys. The paradox, of course, is that you don't have the money. So there's two types, generally speaking, of young men who are going to get this car. It's going to be frat boy, daddy boy, trust fund baby, douche canoes, right? And they got their Hellcat, bro. And then it's young men who don't have the money who are going to finance it and lease it and invariably get it repossessed. Also, I guess the Hellcat is the most stolen car in the United States. So it shows that, yeah, the young men, this is a status symbol. This is the status symbol. It's stupid. It's dumb. I don't know how else to describe it than maybe, are there people that own the Hellcat that are normal, nice people that, aren't douche canoes? Sure. But it seems to be this firestorm that's culminating, like, this is the status symbol. This is the status symbol. And if you are into status, whether you've earned it or not, in the majority of cases, people have not earned it. They're either financing it or dad bought it for them. You are dealing with that results in a selection bias for posers and losers. I don't know how else to describe it. You have here young men who they have their value system is based on things and materialism, not them being hardworking or accomplishment or funny or successful or any of that boring shit. No, they are losers. I don't care if they have the money. Like, if dad gave, I don't care if they have the money. In either case, whether it's finance or paid for with cash, which, if we did a pie chart, finance or paid for by daddy, that's like 85% of the people who bought this car. Those are posers who have nothing, they have no core. There's no inherent value to them. They, instead of being funny or helping out their buddies, assemble a garage or, just normal good human, like instead of being a good human, they actually think, I buy thing make me good human, which everyone is guilty of when they're younger and even when they're older. So I can't really fault necessarily because everyone falls for this materialistic bullshit. But this is peak materialistic bullshit in men under 30 world. And I 140,000, that's see that also lends me to that believes me a little bit of evidence that lends to my theory this might be fake. Well, that's got to be the top of the line souped up special edition. I get surprised we caught it on camera. Again, I'm still undecided on that. But yeah, it to flip it, let's give you a female example. Would you like to hang out with women that have to have the $100,000 Hermes bag or the Louis Vuitton bag? Would you like to hang out with those women? And kind of they're the same thing too. What percent of the $100,000 Hermes bag, or whatever the hell the bag is that's 100,000, what percentage of women actually worked up the money to pay for it? Which is very small, versus had hubby or divorce settlement pay for it, versus they financed it. And would you want to hang out with someone that is so hung up and so stupid and so blinded by materialism that they would drop $100,000 on a bag? That's and I guess it would be the adult version of middle school. Who's the most? I want to be king. I want to be queen bee. I want to be the most popular douchebag. Now, I wouldn't. I mean, looks like a great muscle car. I wouldn't mind owning one, but I'm not going to pay no 140,000 for it. It ain't going to be the pinnacle of my life. But I could absolutely see these guys like what and just a little bit of their defense. What else do they know? You're not told anything like, yeah, you should be a hardworking man and ward cleaver and support your family or join the military or do. They're not told that. And if they are told that, it's shamed and mocked and real. What are you going to act white? Ha ha ha. Ward cleaver, 1950s. Ha ha ha. Dude, bro. And and there's also people saying, well, yeah, a lot of drug dealers want this car. And they're also a subsegment that pays cash. Dude, then you're a dumb drug dealer. You don't flash your cash around. You don't. I knew a drug dealer, a good one. I won't mention names or anything like that. But you know why he was a good drug dealer? Because he didn't flash his money around. He drove just a shitmobile, regular old college looking shitmobile. No one would have assumed nothing. He didn't party. He didn't flash his money around. It wasn't a 24-year-old douche canoe driving a Hellcat. He wasn't speeding. He was just he was just driving drugs to different places. And, there, uh, what's his name? Barney Fife ain't gonna catch. Oh, there's just a, whatever Honda Civic or whatever the hell this guy drove. Yeah, it's stupid people who aren't smart and don't know value and have no value. That's my theory. And this is the championship. That's the trophy of the championship of valueless douche canoes. I guess it's the Hellcat. There's my theory. And if you had nothing else going on in your life, like you had nothing to look forward to live and look forward to, either because you came from poverty, parents didn't instill values or a reason to live, your dad wasn't around, you're raised by a single mom, and you go to school and you're influenced by the culture there at school. I mean, we're talking children, K through high school. You come out, yeah. I could see it. In my day, it was the Cavarishi jeans and the $250 pair of Air Jordans, the original ones. That's how old I am. And that was a lot of money back in 89, 90, whatever it was. Oh, bro. What else have they got? What else have they got? Imagine the people who actually look forward to their 20-year high school reunion because high school was the best of their days. Kind of the same era. And then when you have these people who don't have anything going on in life, yeah. And they don't have anything else to fight for in life, yeah, you darn right they're going to finance their lives and throw it all away and get this car. It's what they've been told to do. Um, why Hellcats in particular seem to attract poor and dangerous, stupid people. Now, I don't know what it is. Now, this I can't answer. What is it about the Hellcat that has made it the most sought after car among young men? I don't know. That's a question for the marketing department of Chrysler. Maybe it looks badass. Maybe there's some really good marketing. Don't know. It just kind of is. It's a great looking car. Don't even sound, I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's wonderful to drive. As opposed to say a Corvette or a Mustang or whatever. Video salesman, da da da. Yeah, and then I also wouldn't. I'm not all I've done for research of Hellcat culture is just research it online, and it seems to be that way. I would not let this individual video, uh, color all Hellcat owners as douche canoes. Um, it's the latest thing, and in 10 years, it won't be the latest thing no more. But you're not the only one to have noticed it. I go online, young men, douchebag, Hellcat, and it's there. Why are they? And a lot of people were speculating. Oh, a lot of these losers got stimmy checks. They had nothing else going on, and they wanted to get their Hellcat. It's a sign in lower class, like, oh shit, you met. There was there's even a term for it. This is in Africa though. The something daddies where they're living in filth and squalor, right? Absolute filth and squalor. And there'll be some guy and he'll get like a flashy orange suit and he just walks through the the tribe or the village with it, dirt road, no pavement or nothing. He just walks some ditties or something daddies. And you he don't got the money. You know that money should be used for something else, but they do it. I don't know. It's the one shot you got in your mind to strut and live. I guess maybe you know what this might even be closer. Maybe if you viewed them as bridezillas, it's her day, and women who think that their wedding day is the most important day in their life, they become insufferable because it's vain. And maybe this is like that. It's like his day, except that instead of a wedding, it comes in the form of a car. This is what they've been looking forward to all their young, naive, inexperienced life. And maybe that's why they're douche canoes, just like, where women who the most important day in their life was their wedding, it's a bridezilla, not the happiness or whatever comes afterwards. It's just her day because she's ultimately arrogant about herself. Maybe the same thing with these guys, where it's not about my friends I got or my homies or my family. It's I got my car. It's my day. And the same mentality as a bridezilla. And then it's over. It gets repossessed or gets crashed or whatever else. Yeah. So there's my stab in the dark. I don't know. Maybe we got people in the chat room. Hermos, $5. My acquaintance has a Hellcat. He's one moving violation away from losing his license. Also in Chicago is one of the most targeted cars for theft. I see now. I lived in Chicago. Why would you have anything above a four-cylinder car in Chicago? You can't go fast. There's nowhere to go. It's all traffic all the time. I mean, one of the few advantages of Chicago is you don't need a car. Why would you have a Hellcat in Chicago? Why? Why? Yeah, and you got an acquaintance. He's one moving about. Yeah, so he's young and stupid. Let me ask, does he have anything? You don't have to pay any more super chats from us. I'm just kind of curious, but I'm going to bet he doesn't have anything else in life but his Hellcat. That's it. Justify my seg. I need $2. Got 30,000 liquid. Have an FU fund. What do I do? Well, now you start building towards getting your skills right. Justified. You want to buy property in Mexico, right? You got to get your career settled, right? You got to get accounting going. Focus on your career. I mean, I guess early on you got your micro FU fund. I mean, set up an IRA. Contribute to your 401k if your employer offers it. This all don't justify. This all don't happen in 3 days. Like you're talking, you at minimum if it's a 5-year plan between now and you getting to Mexico with a house, and that's if things go spectacularly well. But I maybe start setting up a little fund for a down payment on your house in Mexico. Naughty DJ Aftershock, $2. Every car I've seen race on the highway are Hellcats. Okay, cool. Ew, a hazmat trucker. Douchebags are trucks with 6-inch lift, 22-inch rims, thin tires. Okay, you're not wrong. Out here, we got South Dakota, it's the same thing. You got your douche canoes who blow smoke, and they got a fancy, very pretty, shiny truck that never gets dust touched to it. It's never used for truck purposes. It's the same thing out here. That being said, I do appreciate myself some donks. Dude, you get yourself an old school 1980s box car with them 22-inch rims. That I could go for some old school, like, I wish I had an '88 Chevy Caprice Classic and I had an '85 Cutlass Supreme. There's something about when you see those lifted up and they got those ridiculous 22-inch rims, man. I because those all right, the work on it costs a lot of money. The car itself, not so much. It that's not the same level as I'm a 23-year-old douche canoe and I gotta go and mortgage my future. Or like there's a 96-month, 8-year car loan. Like, holy shit. Somebody who, those 80s cars, and they got them nice and all chromed up. They put on those big old wheels. I'll make an accommodation for the Latinos with their jumping via. Okay, I could see that is not douchebaggery. That's art. That's that's a thing of beauty. Maybe not everybody's thing of beauty. It's like a pug. It's an ugly dog, but it looks cute nonetheless. I'll grant you. I'll grant you those box 80s cars were not the prettiest, but there's something about them, man. You go back to the 70s, um, Chevy Impalas, put those big old rims on them, convertible. Yeah, yeah, but you need an eye for that. Hellcat just in other words, someone who gets a pimped out old 80s cop car is not doing it to impress the girls. He's doing it because he likes an old 80s cop car, likes a Chevy Caprice Classic, because they had really fucking comfortable seats and a good engine in them. MLJ, $10. Thank you for your book recommendation. Riches from Bitches. I'm currently enjoying it and love so much already. I know I could trust your recommendation. Yeah, Riches from Bitches by Cairo Copeland. If you guys are looking for business ideas, go get that book. Even if you don't get a business idea out of it, it's entertaining as fuck. You will be laughing your ass off. But two, it kind of gives you the lay of the future land of, where women are going to spend their money. You'd be like, oh yeah, okay, that's good to know. At some point in time in the future, you might have to make an economic decision. You're like, oh, but I know girls are going to do that. If anything, the intellectual aspect of it, do the economic research. I found very Riches from Bitches, Cairo Copeland. Find on Amazon. Justified again, $2. Got the Roth IRA and pension, index funds, and HSA. I can't tell you what to invest in. Justified. That's up to you. I could tell you to set up an IRA. An HSA. If you have taxes, I mean you're young. I don't know if you really need to set up an HSA. It would be the worst thing to do. Any debts you got, pay them off. But yeah, if you ain't got no debts, yeah, those are the fields to start looking at. Absolutely. Agent of Change, $5. My friend has a beautiful Cutlass lowrider. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Agent of Change. Comfy cars. They're just fun cars to go bumming around in. So the best time, when I was young, these cars were shit, right? But you could fit 5, 6 people comfortably in them. Just go cruise around. Go get drunk. Oh, it was good times. Hermos, $2. Cappy needs a Cholo nickname now. Okay, good. Give me one. I don't know what that is. Justified, $2. Uncle has a 65. Exactly justified. Uncle has a 65 Impala SS convertible with hydraulics. Oh, dude, I guarantee you it's a work of art. I guarantee you when he's in it and he's driving by, he's smiling. Everybody else is smiling. Everyone's having a good time with that car around. What's that look like? 65 Impala. 65 Impala. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh. And just fun in one picture, one car. Fun in one car right there, man. Right there. I'll tell you this now, again, I haven't been, out on the dating field in a while. You boys are gonna stand a way better shot getting girls in some kind of fun old classic car, even an old early '90s Crown Vic. If you just pimp it out a little bit, right? Don't be a douche canoe and leave the cop lights on it. Like, if you were to do it right, you were to do it proper, okay? And you get, like, some fuzzy seats, you get some dice, right? You get yourself some leopard print. I need you can make a fun car. You can pick up these old classic, and by classic, I mean, like, 80s, 90s even. 90s might be a little bit too new, but you find some old school used car, classic. You just you get it in good condition. It's gonna be a hell of a lot cheaper than a Hellcat. I guarantee you're gonna get more girls than the guy who's got the Hellcat leased for 94 months. You absolute because it's more fun, it's unique. Every other douche canoe's got a Hellcat. But you pull up, if you pulled up in an '88 Chevy Caprice Classic, all pimped out, right? Leopard seats, a chrome, thick chain steering wheel, and a good coat of paint. Oh, dude, you could pull right up to the guy with the Hellcat like, "Yeah, you'll go race, man. I'm gonna steal your woman. We're gonna go have fun." All right, there you guys go. Questions, answers, hassleconsulting.com. Link below. Please go get the course, take the course, Achieving Financial Excellence. If you're thinking about getting a Hellcat, if you think about getting any kind of fancy sports car, boys, you do not know the purpose of money and you will make yourself poor. For the love of God, drop the $100 or whatever it is on Achieving Financial Excellence before you buy some fucking car, some fancy car, I'm saying. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's dumb. I was about to drop $75,000 on this car. Cappy sent me $74,900. Thanks, Cappy. You could buy a house. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.